Shit. Yo, YouTube. Welcome back for It Is Me, Majin Mees. Now today we got a long one, so I'm not going to do too much for the intro. But before we get into it, I'm going to give you niggas some time to get some snacks. I'll wait. Now, today we're going to be reacting to... I done forgot. Hold on, y'all. Today we're going to be reacting to what would dying on every planet be like or feel like. Let's get it. Hopefully there's not too much noise going on. I do have professional upstairs neighbors, so yeah, it can get very crucial at times. Let's get it. Oh yeah, you fucked.
If you landed on Venus, this hot planet would crush you like a plastic bottle. It would be painful, but don't worry, it would only last 5 seconds. The longest 5 seconds of your life.
That's tough.
And just wait till you see what happens on Mars.
Nigga, I ain't gonna lie, I be feeling that shit on Earth sometimes. Like, you know when you be feeling your shit like, you be feeling like your shit just finna cave in or something?
It's unsettling.
Damn.
Venus has an extremely
And Elon want us to go there. Yeah, this nigga tripping.
dense atmosphere, and with that dense atmosphere comes crushing pressure. Literally, it would crush you.
Damn.
The Venusian atmospheric pressure is 92 times higher than the pressure you experience on Earth. It would only take a millisecond before it started crumpling your spacesuit.
I hired an AI personal assistant to do literally everything for me. I was lazy today. So in the morning, I'd highlight...
After 1 second, your suit's integrity would be compromised. You'd be trapped in the imploding spacesuit with no way out. And that's when your body would begin to collapse.
Collapse.
In the next 2 seconds, your skin and muscles would compress. Your blood vessels would pop. Your organs would fail. Finally, you'd lose consciousness, and just like that, you'd be gone.
So excruciating
Venus
pain.
looks like a
Pretty
beautiful
much.
place, but it's deadly. And being crushed by extreme pressure is just one of the many ways you'd die here. Remember the dense Venusian atmosphere? Well, not only does it create crushing pressure, but it also generates the greenhouse effect. Yeah,
Greenhouse
Venus
effect?
is hot, instantly boiling your insides kind of hot. Even if you could somehow withstand all that bone-crushing pressure, the heat would get you.
Oh yeah, this feels hot, like being toasted. Like bread being toasted. You guys know what toast is.
Warning. Internal temperature rising.
The surface temperature on Venus reaches 465 degrees Celsius. That's almost as hot as the lava coming out of Earth's volcanoes.
So hell.
You'd be
that's,
feeling the effect of this intense heat within
That's as
seconds.
hot as hell. Why are you even there, nigga?
After 1 minute, your internal temperature would start rising. Cue heat exhaustion.
What if, Guy, I don't feel so good.
Body temperature 40 degrees Celsius and rising.
At this point, you'd experience nausea, fatigue, and extreme sweating. Your internal organs would start to overheat.
Just to say, hey, it's getting dark.
Nigga, die already.
After 10 minutes, you'd lose consciousness. Now, you'd just have minutes left before suffering brain damage and complete cardiac arrest. On this planet, heat stroke is no joke. Nothing's a joke here, really. The Venusian air is unbreathable. It's made up of 96.5% carbon
The
dioxide.
reason I say that, because I just don't want the nigga suffering for so long.
And 3.5% nitrogen, which means taking just one breath of this atmosphere would suffocate you.
I don't want you niggas thinking I have no sympathy for niggas or something.
And if that's not enough, Venus's sulfuric rain would corrode your spacesuit and burn your skin.
As far as the survival situation on Venus goes, it's a 1 out of 10. Would not recommend.
This is fucking crazy, bro. How is every planet deadly as hell for us to visit but Earth?
Now this is Mercury.
The closest planet to the sun, like, I haven't just suffered a massive heat incineration already? Come on, what if guy?
Well, Mercury has a little secret. It's actually extremely freezing. At least on the night side.
Surface temperature minus 180 degrees Celsius.
Yeah, of course. I knew that. Everybody knows that. And here, I'll let you in on a little secret. What If Explorers Club on Patreon is on a roll. That's right, get access to early episodes.
Damn, he was slick as fuck with that, wasn't he?
And without an atmosphere, there's nothing to trap the sun's heat and keep it close to the planet during the long Mercurian nights. Even though Mercury is just 58 million kilometers from the sun, as soon as night hits, it cools down rapidly.
Probably ain't got no atmosphere for real. I'll have to do some research on that shit.
When you first land, you'll be okay. You could walk around and explore the planet.
Yeah, Rico, there's like a little numbness in my fingers. Is that normal?
Numbness in the extremities indicates the early stages of hypothermia.
Nah, I'm okay. It's like minus 180 degrees here, you know? Of course it's a little chilly. What a shocker.
Hypothermia would take a little time to kick in. It starts with a tingling feeling in your fingers, then suddenly you begin to shiver.
Yeah, I don't feel any shivers. Okay. Maybe I feel a few shivers, but it's not that bad.
This nigga's pride
Warning,
is...
your body temperature has dropped to 35 degrees Celsius.
Can't feel my fingers.
After 10 minutes in this extreme cold, you'd barely be able to move.
Warning,
10
core
minutes.
body temperature
Nigga.
at 32 degrees Celsius.
Oh my god. Nigga, I was just at work today, and it was only like 30 degrees, and my god, nigga, I felt like I couldn't even go on. So imagine being in this shit for 10 minutes. Nigga, you have to... Oh, nigga, that shit has to be just a frosty hell.
Return to the spaceship immediately.
Your muscles would feel stiff. You'd feel confused and cold.
There was at least...
I've been in Alaska before, so I know what that feeling is. Yeah, you just get stiff as shit. You shaking and a little confused. I felt that before. I used to have to walk to school in fucking crazy ass snow in snowy conditions. It was wicked.
It's 102 Dalmatians.
You'd feel extremely disoriented. Everything would slow down for you. But you wouldn't die. Not yet.
Warning, core body temperature now 28 degrees Celsius.
Even now, you'd still be alive.
I'm sure
You
you'd
could
want to
barely
be dead,
function,
though.
but you're alive.
It would take about 60 minutes for Mercury's dark side to kill you. Slow, cold, and painful, but
And painful.
at least you'd get to see some of Mercury's views before
Nigga.
you collapsed from the extreme cold.
Nigga, what? Views? You have to sit there an entire hour, nigga. Nigga, fuck the view. I'm not even sitting there for that long, nigga. I'm breaking my motherfucking helmet and suffocating.
I'd
I'd give Mercury's night side a 3 out of 10. But Mercury has a day side too, and it's burning hot. The temperature here hits 427 degrees Celsius, just slightly cooler than the temperature on Venus. And it's not the intense heat that would kill you, it's extreme radiation too. You'd feel all of it the moment you stepped out of your spaceship. Your body would start overheating. If you didn't have the protection of your spacesuit, your skin would immediately get radiation burns.
My hands! My hands are burning! Ah!
It wouldn't be pretty. All that radiation would quickly damage your DNA. It takes 1/1000th of a second to kick off that process. Within the next hour, your cells would mutate and die. So make sure to wear a spacesuit, no matter how hot it feels.
Danger. Core body temperature increased to 39 degrees Celsius.
After 5 minutes of these burning conditions, you'd begin to feel the effects of hyperthermia. If your suit's cooling system were to fail, you'd experience an amount of heat you've never felt in your life.
God, it burns! My hands! It's like they're on fire! It's exactly like they're on fire!
This sudden overheating would make you nauseous. After 10 minutes, you'd be like a piece of toast. Your body temperature would hit 42 degrees Celsius, and if you've ever had a fever like that, you'd know at this point, you'd be in delirium.
I swear, there were 103 Dalmatians. Everywhere! Dalmatians everywhere!
Exactly like that.
Rico, are you a Dalmatian?
Your muscles would become weak, and your organs would start to shut down. Now you'd be unconscious, in the middle of having heat stroke and being blasted by radiation. At this point, you wouldn't have long. Hot side of Mercury rates a 2 out of 10 from me.
It's no longer even a question of if we can leave Earth. Am I even in the camera shot? My apologies, y'all. I'm like leaning all the way to the left and shit. I'm high as hell, and I just got off work. I'm tired. But it's not even a question of can we leave Earth. It's now a question of why would we leave Earth. It's theorized that we can go to Mars and get some vegetation going, and apparently Mars it had an ecosystem. Way back when. But yeah, so apparently we can go there. That's what they say. Who knows? I guess we'll see in due time. But they about to talk about Mars, so let's see what Mars has to bring.
All right, let's look at Mars.
H2O.
The red planet sounds a lot more promising. Where else in the solar system would you want to establish a human base? Well, not so fast. Mars sits just outside the sun's habitable zone. It doesn't have water or a magnetosphere. Its atmosphere is incredibly thin. It's not a place you could settle into comfortably.
What do you mean? Mars is great.
That is, until you try to breathe on it. On Mars, the air is mostly made up of carbon dioxide. You'd have to keep your spacesuit on at all times, because if you didn't, you'd die.
Spacesuit breach detected.
It only takes a minor suit malfunction for Mars to kill you. The first few seconds of inhaling the air on Mars would feel confusing.
What's confusing about this? I'm dying!
They putting this nigga through hell.
And starting to breathe more rapidly. At the same time, your breached spacesuit would start to decompress.
And you know the nigga ain't getting paid enough.
And that would be truly awful. The atmospheric pressure on Mars is only 0.6% of what you have on Earth. As soon as your spacesuit gave in, all the pressure inside it, the pressure keeping you alive, would escape.
Warning. Danger of embolism. Warning.
Embolism is what happens next. As your
Embolism?
suit's pressure suddenly dropped, your body would experience painful, blood-boiling conditions. You see, your blood and other bodily fluids have gases inside them. Exposed to the low-pressure environment on Mars, these gases would boil. Your skin would swell and puff up. After about 7 minutes, you'd be dead. This is going to be pretty graphic. Somebody put a warning on this.
Nigga, this is worse than Venus. So again, why the fuck would we leave? Nigga, it's just too risky. I mean, we simply just have to preserve the life. We have to preserve Earth's health. And we have to stop fucking it up. And that way we wouldn't even have to leave, my nigga.
Screen. Mars would give you hope and then gruesomely kill you the first chance it got. I'd seriously reconsider coming here, because even if you made absolutely sure that your spacesuit was safe and wouldn't suffer a life-ending breach, Mars will find another way to wipe you off its face. And that other way would be dust storms. Dust storms on Mars are wild. They can cover the entire planet, and they last for weeks or even months.
Kizzy crap in here.
It's not that those storms are strong, they're not, but the dust particles are so fine that they get into your spacesuit easily and scratch it from the inside.
Oh,
Yeah.
man, what? Matt Damon can do this, so can I. Come on.
These fine particles would clog your air filters and do all kinds of damage to your equipment, from cutting off your life support systems to knocking out your heat regulation.
Warning. 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 Oxygen system failure.
Well, that's Mars for you. I give it a 6 out of 10 just for the epicness of this whole death situation. Oh, and for giving you a chance to live here. Just maybe not for too long.
I'd give Mars a 0.
I ain't gonna lie. Elon, let me know, bro. Because right now, it shit don't look possible. It don't. Feel me? I'm tired of hearing we can. Nigga, show me some motherfucking proof. Feel me?
There's one more rocky planet lurking on the outskirts of the solar system. Oh, sorry, hold on. My editor is saying it's actually not a planet, it's a dwarf planet. Anyway, Pluto will be the last deadly place to visit on this list, right after the giants. Jupiter is the largest planet in the solar system, and as a gas giant, it has a number of ways to kill you.
Yeah, there's no
Being
reason to
twice
go
as
there at
massive
all.
as all the other planets in the solar system combined, Jupiter has astronomical pressure. This planet is basically a gigantic ball of hydrogen and helium. It doesn't have a solid surface you could step on. You'd fall all the way through its atmosphere, although it wouldn't be that long of a fall for you.
Nigga, do these planets have purposes? Do they have a purpose? Damn. It's so tragic not knowing shit.
Let me guess. Suffocating, extreme pressure. What else is new?
Lightning. Yeah, that's right. Jupiter is home to some of the most violent lightning storms around.
Okay, well that's great, but I don't see any here.
Well, of course not. In the upper atmosphere, the weather is not as dramatic. The atmospheric pressure here is only 1/10 of the pressure we feel on Earth.
Capsule systems are stable.
Some 50 kilometers below Jupiter's clouds, you'd feel serious turbulence. Wind here would be strong, reaching up to
driving in a
360
blunt.
kilometers per hour.
Static buildup detected in the atmosphere.
As these chaotic winds violently battered you through the storm clouds, the lightning bolts would strike too close for comfort. The atmosphere around you would be highly charged. And then one of these bolts would strike the capsule head on. This massive lightning would release enough energy to power a city or two. But for your capsule, it
For
would
how
be
long?
game over. The electrical systems would fail, the oxygen supply would fail, and the temperature inside the capsule would drop significantly. You'd now be trapped inside a powerless, leaking capsule surrounded by a deadly storm. I give Jupiter a 5 out of 10. Could recommend.
Nigga, fuck no.
This gas giant may not be as large as Jupiter, but it's definitely the most majestic. Saturn is the second largest planet in the solar system, and just like Jupiter, it's a gas giant made up of hydrogen and helium with no solid surface. Deep down in its clouds, the unimaginable pressure of this world turns hydrogen into liquid metal.
Shit's just aesthetically pleasing. To us, at least. I guess we only think like humans, so I guess we wouldn't understand the true purpose of this planet and why its existence is here. I guess we don't understand it because it doesn't benefit us, but I mean, shit, somebody could inform us. Feel me? I mean, it wouldn't hurt.
And intense storms have winds raging at 1,800 kilometers per hour. It's windy, it's hot, it's dangerous. And you might die before you even enter Saturn's atmosphere. What makes Saturn the most marvelous planet in this planetary hood is also what makes it dangerous on approach. Saturn's rings.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
particles.
Okay, yeah, I see them all right.
Not particles, but
These
space
rings
debris.
are made up of billions of small chunks of ice and rock, ranging from grains of dust to icy chunks the size of a house. Saturn has had its rings for a few 100 million years, and it'll have them for the next few 100 million years until these icy rocks rain down on the gas giant. The thing is, these rings move extremely fast, like 70,000 kilometers per hour fast. If you're not careful, your ship might just crash into them.
Tragic.
Saturn gets an 8 out of 10.
Nigga, all of these should be
Uranus
getting a
is
0.
a beautiful, stormy, fart-smelling,
They all result in a painful death.
deadly ice giant. It has the coldest atmosphere of all the planets in the solar system. And
What
it
is it,
can
Venus?
kill you in many ways.
Oh, Uranus.
One way to go on Uranus would be to suffocate in its gases.
Uranus. Come on, man. It's Uranus.
Fart gases. Ah.
Say it with me. Uranus.
Close enough. 2% of the Uranian atmosphere is methane, a gas that's toxic to humans.
Meth?
Now, 2% might not sound like a whole lot, but it's concentrated enough to kill you within minutes. Maybe Uranian high-speed particles moving at 900 kilometers per hour eroded your suit. Or extreme temperatures of minus 224 degrees Celsius made it brittle and caused it to crack. Or hydrogen and methane had a chemical reaction with your suit materials, corroding them. On Uranus, anything could cause a breach, and even the smallest breach would lead to toxic methane exposure. But Uranus has other surprising ways to off you, like
Oh,
turning
really?
you into a human-sized diamond.
Well, isn't that
You'd
nice?
have to survive the trip deeper into Uranus to be turned into a diamond, all the way to some 10,000 kilometers below its cloud tops. That's where the pressure is so intense and the temperature is so high that carbon atoms crystallize into diamonds. About 18% of the human body is carbon, so you'd be about to undergo the most precious change of your lifetime. I'd give Uranus a 10 out of 10. Epic, sparkling, with a bit of fun. Great planet to perish on. Now, this is the last ice giant in the solar system and the most distant planet from the sun, Neptune.
Huh. Neptune? It looks a lot like Uranus.
It's true. Neptune has a similar
See,
mass
you know how to
and
say that shit.
size as Uranus, and it's even made up of some of the same materials like hydrogen, helium, iced ammonia, methane, and water. Only Neptune has one thing Uranus does not.
What's that?
Extreme winds detected.
Neptune has the fastest winds in the entire solar system. These gusts reach speeds of 2,100 kilometers per hour. They're not just winds, they're supersonic winds.
Hey, nobody told me that we were filming a Top Gun sequel in here, okay?
It gets worse, too. Not only are these winds extremely fast, but they're also turbulent. They create swirling vortices that would throw your spaceship in different directions. Intense atmospheric pressure, winds, and methane ice would start ripping the ship apart. But that's not all. If you got caught in the Neptunian supersonic vortex, the winds would violently spin the ship, and this centrifugal force would exert some serious G-forces.
Damn.
As Neptune's winds accelerated your ship to about 10 Gs, everything inside your body would feel heavy. That would be your organs getting compressed inside your body. Your blood would pool around your legs and cause oxygen deprivation to your brain. You'd lose consciousness pretty quickly. It would only take about 5 minutes for the ship and your body to lose their structural integrity completely and disintegrate into the Neptunian atmosphere. Well, that was pretty violent. I give Neptune a 2 out of 10.
Well, I know you guys like Pluto, so since you asked so nicely, I thought I'd give you a little treat and show you what it's like here.
Pluto isn't exactly a planet. It's a dwarf planet on the outskirts of the solar system. It's smaller than Earth's moon, but even this tiny rock has ways to kill you.
Of course it does.
It's a little cold in here. You feel that?
Temperature reading, minus 239 degrees Celsius.
A little
Pluto
cold.
is even further away
Nigga,
from the sun
negative
than
239.
Neptune, so it barely gets any of the sun's energy. One small malfunction in your spacesuit insulation, and you'd freeze to death. You'd feel the frostbite setting in after just 30 seconds. Another 30 seconds later, your bodily fluids would start turning into icicles, and you'd get extreme hypothermia as an unpleasant bonus that you didn't ask for. After 2 minutes, your body temperature would drop below 30 degrees Celsius, which is the exact moment when you'd lose consciousness. After 3 minutes, your body would freeze and your organs would fail. You'd become one with Pluto's frozen landscape. Quick and almost painless.
Nah.
That's a 7 out of 10.
Revelation. Revelation time. What is revelation time? Revelation time is when your boy Mees just had a little revelation. Now, peep game. The planets that freeze you to death, you actually have a chance of surviving. Peep, I have an analogy. Imagine a civilization comes to one of these planets. You feel me? They're able to survive the traumatic climate, the climate. Yeah. I'm trying to sound professional right now. So they find your frozen ass body, and they able to defrost it. You know what I'm saying? You know how shit's able to preserve in ice. You know, they're able to preserve humans in ice. So I've heard. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how true that shit is. But yeah. Think about that.
For Pluto.
I feel accomplished.
It did hurt.
Well, that's it for this solar system's planets. Where should we send Chase to where should we send Chase to explore next? Maybe we'll ship him all the way to an exoplanet outside of our planetary corner. But that's a story for another What If. Support us on Patreon and help us send Chase to his next adventure. Thanks, Space Explorers.
Shout out to What If. Feel me? Yo, shit, I'm actually subscribed. Shout out my nigga Chase too, man. That nigga, bro, they put that nigga to the ringer this video. And I know it just get worse. I can already see, I see a few videos in the, you know what I'm saying, just right here on the right. And I can already tell. Pretty much when it comes to planets, they just bully any foreign object that enters, you know what I'm saying, their proximity, my nigga. So don't go there. That's pretty much what I got out of this video. We're not going to be able to ever leave this earth. So, shit, it is what it is. But hey, Elon is saying otherwise. So like I said, we're going to see in due time. But shit, that's the end of this video. Like I said, if you like the video, make sure to like, subscribe, comment, share. And I'm out.